It's just reaching us from Sky News.
We create this rivalry for the last decade. What happened with the Jürgen period, in our period, of course, have been the biggest. Enjoy a lot this healthier rivalry that we had both clubs. I had the feeling that how much we respect each other. I don't know the clubs, but in terms of Jürgen's side or Pep's side, and that, I think we respect a lot each other. And I had the feeling that Jürgen gave me a lot, and I miss him.
When the final whistle echoed around the Etihad, the scoreboard glowed with brutal simplicity. Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. But beneath the surface of that emphatic scoreline was something deeper, a quiet, emotional note in what might be the closing chapter of one of football's greatest managerial rivalries. This wasn't just a win for Pep Guardiola. It was a message, a tribute, and in a strange way, a goodbye. For nearly 2 decades, Guardiola and Jürgen Klopp have been football's dueling composers. Their rivalry began in Germany, Guardiola's silk to Klopp's steel, and it matured in England into something much larger, a clash of ideologies, intellects, and pure emotion that defined an era of Premier League history. Pep was perfection. Klopp was chaos. Together, they made football feel alive again. So when Pep's City dismantled the post-Klopp Liverpool 3-0 on the night of his 1000th game in management, it wasn't just dominance, it was destiny closing a circle. My players gave me a good present with this performance against the most important opponent we faced in my time here, Guardiola said afterward, his voice carrying both pride and a trace of nostalgia. He didn't mention Klopp's name, he didn't have to. Everyone knew. Guardiola has admitted more than once that Klopp brought him to another level. That statement, from a man obsessed with improvement, is no small confession. Klopp wasn't just a rival. He was Guardiola's shadow, his test, his inspiration. Each encounter forced the other to evolve, Klopp learning control, Pep rediscovering chaos. In the way Pep still measures his triumphs against the ghost of Liverpool's best. On this night, Guardiola's team were ruthless. They pressed, they passed, they punished, everything Pep's football has always promised to be. Yet amid the dominance, there was a certain melancholy. Because somewhere in that technical area, Pep knew his greatest dance partner wasn't there to share the stage. Jürgen has been a really important part of my life. He brought me to another level as a manager. And so, as City's third goal rippled the net, the celebration felt different. Louder, yes, but also lonelier. In football, rivalries usually end with bitterness. But Pep and Klopp rewrote that story. They competed with fire, but finished with respect. Each made the other immortal. So when Pep called this 3-0 victory a present, perhaps it wasn't just from his players. Perhaps it was from fate. A perfect performance to celebrate his own milestone, yes, but also to honor the man who made the journey worthwhile. Because in truth, Pep's 1000th match was not just about Manchester City versus Liverpool. It was about Guardiola versus Klopp, a rivalry that transcended scorelines and became something eternal.